Alright, it is Tuesday, new training week. It's the 20th of January. I just realised my mum's birthday's in 3 days. Need to get her a present. Yeah, we've got a swim and a run on the cards. I think we'll only go 5 kilometers in the run and then we'll do a swim straight after that at the pool. The weather is pretty miserable, I can't lie. Like, it's raining and it is windy, which is not the best conditions. Although I'm going to try run on the trail, so hopefully it's not, which is somewhat sheltered, it will likely be somewhat muddy. So luckily I have the trail shoes so I don't slip, but yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. As you can see, weather is miserable, but we run anyway. Nice day. Getting kind of hot in this little rain jacket. It is heating up. There's this one hill that I do, and every time I do this run, I do the hill twice. And every time I do the hill, I need like 20 seconds to breathe because it's pretty steep. Yeah. Swim is done. As you can see, it is raining right now. Quite nice being in the pool and then in the rain falling on you. It's kind of a weird sensation. This one was alright. I mean, just ticked another box, I guess. Half the time it's like, for me, I push up the wall, do the first length. I feel pretty good, like I can feel the water, feel like I'm in rhythm. And then I do the next one, and it's almost gone. And at the start, my shoulder was killing me, so I had to like change my technique, because I wouldn't be able to swim if I just kept going. And it's almost like finding that rhythm or that stroke, which doesn't hurt my body, but I'm actually moving, and I'm still breathing and feel comfortable. It's a whole process. Alright, cuzzies. Well, that was cringe. Alright, boys, we just got back from the, I don't know what you call them, but the facial surgeon, because I'm getting plastic surgery. No, I'm just joking. I need to get my 4 wisdom teeth removed, and we have the appointment booked for next Thursday, where all 4 of my wisdom teeth will be removed. And that makes it a little bit tricky, because on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going for a hike with my friend Gabe around this, I can't remember the name, but it ends in Moana, and I think it's one of the great walks of New Zealand, and it's a 6-hour drive. So from Monday to Wednesday, it's 48 kilometers, and we'll be staying at 2 huts. Hopefully we'll get back Wednesday night, and then I have my surgery the next morning at 7:10. Holy, gonna be an early one. But yeah, that's all booked in. Yeah, so next week's training is gonna be a bit limited.
5 minutes later.
Oh, here we go again.
Boys, we have a problem. The Suzuki Swift won't start. Look at this. So, trying to turn it on. It goes on to here. I think the battery's dead. I think maybe because when I parked here, I was sitting for around 20 minutes and I left my lights on by accident. And I only realized when I opened my door. Tragic. So I've had to call AA road service. They said they'll be in between 15 and 60 minutes. Hopefully sooner rather than later, bro. Because what is this, bro? Alright, well, that's another $244 gone in a millisecond. Just like, what the? Just can't catch a break, yo. Like, what is that? What is that?
If I'm I'm drifting, say that you will be there. Hope you listen, say your name as my breath. In the deep end, head above to breathe air. If I'm drifting, say that you will be there. If I'm drifting, say that you will be there. Hope you listen, say your name as my breath. In the deep end, head above
6 down, keep going. 1 hour, and I really wanted to stop at 10 minutes ago. We keep pushing. 7 down. It's official. Legs are gone. 2 6. Hopefully, it's a lot of next time. 10 6 gone. Speed, finish. And a glass of Sprite to wash it down. Unreal. Alright boys, you know the drill for lunch. Look at this. Eggs. 3. Milk. Tuna. What a dream.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
The weather has been pretty bad the whole past 2 days, and I think it's going to be bad for the rest of the week. They've sent out like red weather warnings for severe rainfall. So that's sort of an indication of the weather outside, which means I can't bike outside. And it'll be miserable to run. So we're gonna do a 1 hour bike on the trainer after today's gym session, just as a bit of a recovery after yesterday's ride, because I need to sort of like rest the legs a little bit, but not quite. And that's what a run would have been perfect for. So we'll just go for like an hour. Minutes done. Keeping it real easy, which is quite nice. I don't think my heart rate has gone above 140, and I don't think I wanted to, other than this one climb towards the end. Yeah, it's a chill one. Alright, done 52 minutes. 1 climb to go, as you'll see, and then a bit of downhill, and then we're done. And then we'll be done in like an hour and 15, an hour and 10. Very chill run. All done. Hour and 18 minutes. Slightly longer than I expected, but another one done. Alright team, post-workout snack. We got a bowl of ice cream, and it goes down great with some milk to wash it down. How good. Alright boys, you'll never guess where we are. Back in the car. I know, crazy right? We just driven for an hour to get my skin medication, because I guess some of you know I have eczema, which is quite annoying, and especially when I sweat a lot and I have to shower. It makes my skin really dry and aggravates it, yada yada yada. So I just got it. And now we're at the pool. My favorite place in the world. Yep, now we're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. I didn't feel the best last session. I might actually do the same I did last session. I quite like that. Sounds good.
A few minutes later.
Alright. Oh, just got back from the pool. Felt like absolute ass the entire time. But at moments I felt like I was getting better. Like I felt like some things I've been working on has improved. Shout out to Justin, who is one of the lifeguards there who I know from squash. I didn't even know he works there, but I just saw him and I was like, oh, hey bro. And then he saw me do some laps and he's like, oh, do you want some help? And he told me when I breathe, especially to my, well, I didn't breathe to one side. When I breathe to my right, try not to let my other arm drop because that's creating resistance in the water, and keep my head still. So I've been trying to keep my head still, but I guess I'm moving it more than I think because I feel like, I guess with everyone, when you're swimming, it's hard to know what you're doing because you can't really see your body at all. You don't really know your technique unless someone videos you. So he said, keep your head more still, only move when you need to breathe. And then with the recovery, which is when the arm comes out the water, try to keep my elbow up or high if that's possible, and then keep my fingertips almost touching the water. It doesn't necessarily need to be too close, it could be a bit wide, but try to keep that elbow up and that would help. I'm guessing that directly relates to the catch as well, but those are things I need to work on, so remember that, Shane. Next session, remember to try and work on those. I think I'll have to use like the fins or a pool boy. Now we're gonna go to the library to pick up a book because I finished my book within a week. Because I'm not good at reading. I can read, guys. I'm actually too. Alright, boys and girls, and whoever's watching, books are obtained. I got my book, Ranger's Apprentice, the 7th one, 440 pages. Look how thick that thing is. The normal ones are like 300. I hope this one, to be fair, to be honest, the last book was kind of like confusing. Anyway, I hope this book is better. But it was still a good book. Just the ending was just a bit. Yeah. And I've also got a book for my mum, Thousand Splendid Suns. She wanted this one. I'm trying to encourage her to read. And if you're watching, get a book as well. You know, it doesn't have to be long. Just start reading because it's better than being on the phone. It's 4:40. I've just been horsing around for like 3 hours. I've got a run I need to do. And I just like, you know when you just don't want to and you're just procrastinating and you're like, oh, I'll do it in 30 minutes. 30 minutes rolls around, you're like, oh, another 10 minutes. That's what's been going on. So enough horsing around. Let's go do, I think I'll do 10k. Yeah, 10k. Holy, them quads are tight. Sorry, my hip flexors are tight. The sun's come out today, which is unreal, but it's super windy, which is the worst element. Wind and rain, but wind by far the worst. But it could be worse. I'm not on a bike. So, holy, I feel amazing. Seems to be a reoccurring theme. Start off feeling very sore, and then once the legs are gone, we'll move it once again. The bike has absolutely positively influenced my run. Like, I'm running at 8:20 a mile, which is like 5:20, and my heart rate's sitting around 150. Arguably, it's been flat and a bit of downhill, but this is quite good, quite nice. 5k in 27 minutes. Heart rate, like, did not go above 160 the entire time, which is pretty good. That shows, to me, my fitness has improved. Not above 160, 27 minutes for 5k. Pretty good, pretty good. I reckon if I actually did an attempt, I'd probably do like 21, 22 minutes, I reckon. I need to do more speed work to get under 20, but, you know, that's possible. Could be something I try to go for a sub 20 minute 5k. Now I'm meant to do some strides. What I forgot to do was search out how to do them. I know it's like 10, 15 second bursts, and you say relax and you move fast, but I forgot how many like sets you do. Right, so Google says you do it after your run. So I'll run back home, get to like 9.5k, and then say 6 sets of stride. 45 minutes in, 5 miles, my headphones died when I was about to go up the hill, when I needed them most. Alright, 6 miles in, which is exactly 9.6 kilometers, taking me just over 50 minutes, which is not bad. 51 minutes, sorry. Now 5 sets of strides, and then we'll call it there. Strides are 90% effort, pretty much, for 15 to 20 seconds. Kind of be fast, but light on your feet, and kind of like relax, and then you walk back. It'll take like a minute rest, 2 minutes rest, and then you do it again. So we'll go now. Right, here we go. 20 seconds. Fast, light on the feet. I'm gonna be quick. Almost 20 seconds. Nice. And rest. 2 more to go. Feels not too hard. I mean, I'm working in this set, but it's not like long. I don't really get out of breath, which is nice. It's not like the bike where I'm just and my legs are burning, so I feel quick. I need to get a decent rest as well. Alright, look where we are, back on the road. I ran for 40 minutes today, had a gym session with my friend, and I didn't record niche. But we ended with 12 sets of burning 12 calories on an assault bike, and then do a core rest in between. So when one person was on the bike, the other person was doing the core. However long it took them to do the 12 calories on the bike was how long you did the core for. And that was pretty hard. And then we ended with 10 minutes of Stairmaster. That did challenge my legs a little bit, so we won't go too crazy. Only 40 minutes on the main road, halfway, done 2.5 miles, so 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5 miles today. Starting to rain, quite nice though. Feeling alright, the fitness I've gained is showing, which is nice. Water break. Nice. 8 kilometers, all done. An overripe banana.